What's going on, fellas? Hey, let me hit this up. I was doing a Bible study in Romans chapter 12 from when sin entered the world, the people from Adam to Moses, Adam and Christ. And Romans 5:12 starts there. It says, "Therefore, just as sin came into the world through one man, and death came through sin, and so death spread to all because all have sinned. Sin was indeed in the world before the law, but sin was not reckoned when there is no law. Yet death exercised dominion over those from Adam to Moses, even over those whose sins were not like the transgression of Adam, who is a type of the one who was to come." Okay, so there's a little nugget here I just picked up, and I'm going to go over this path because Adam to Moses. We know that a lot of people, they like to say, go back to Genesis to Adam. He's the first sinner. That's when sin entered the world. And, the people before sin, before Moses brought the law, okay? He brought the Ten Commandments. That's why it says right here in verse 14, "Yet death exercised dominion from Adam to Moses." Because Moses brought the law. That's when the knowledge of sin entered the world. Okay, so even though those who were before Moses, they did what they wanted. Abraham, he killed his son. Samson, he killed thousands of men. This stuff was considered heroic. They lived to be great. They lived to be this. They was a different type of people. They was the people before sin. But when sin entered the world, it spread this way and it spread that way. So just as sin entered the world, here's the fun fact that we're talking about Jesus. Because we know Moses and Jesus have similarities. Satan tried to kill them both. They was both killed as a baby. They was both attempted murdered as a baby. So just as sin spread both ways when Moses brought the law, salvation is going to spread both ways when Jesus brings salvation. You know what I mean? Just as death spread through sin, life is going to spread through Christ. And a lot of people, they don't understand this because everybody likes to say, "Oh, sin's always been around. That's Adam. That's how the book starts. That's what you're taught. That's what you need to believe." But the fun fact to learn here is it'll spread both ways. When Moses came down off this mountain, everybody's down there. Now they're pagans. You know what I mean? It used to be God's children look down there. Now they're pagans because now they know what sin is. Now they know what's going on. But with Jesus comes, salvation's going to spread both ways too. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Fun little nugget. So, just thought of that. Hit me up, man. I'd like to hear about it. God bless.